Hello friends, welcome to Easy GST for You. I am your host Girish Kulkarni and I welcome you all to today's video tutorial related to electronic way bill, e-way bill. This is our second video tutorial on e-way bill covering various provisions related to e-way bill. This is a series of tutorials. In the first earlier tutorial, we covered the basic legislative framework which governs the provisions of e-way bill. Including the history of notification, the basic advantages or plus points of the e-way bill, and the basic chargeable rule of e-way bill. In this particular tutorial, we are going to understand what are the exceptions to which e-way bill will not be applicable. So we'll go and study one by one which are the exceptions or cases in which the e-way bill need not be issued or drawn. Firstly, they say that where the goods being transported are covered under the annexure to this rule. So what are the goods which are covered under the annexure of this rule? That is LPG, first of all, gas, liquefied petroleum gas, then kerosene oil, then the postal baggage which is carried by the Indian Post, Department of Post, then all the precious stones and jewelry which is covered by chapter 71, those are not covered by these provisions of e-way bill. Then currency notes or currency carried by maybe from banks to ATMs, etc., that those movements are not covered. Then used personal household items are not covered by the e-way bill rules. And corals, these are the exceptions. This is the annexure which is attached to the exception rules. Secondly, they say that when the goods are transported from a non-motorized transport conveyance, which means that all the hawkers, etc., who carry the goods and they sell it from a place to place basis, those movements of the goods are not. Example is that those such movements are not covered by the rules. Then goods which are transported in the custom ports or from one custom port to another custom port under the customs authority seal, all such movements are not covered by e-way bill provisions. Then all the goods which are covered in the notification number 2/2017, which was issued on 28th of June 2017, which is nothing but the schedule of exempted goods which was given along with the act. Those movements, except one good which is de-oiled cake, except that particular commodity, all the commodities which are covered by that particular notification 2/2017, those are out of the purview of the e-way bill. For example, live plants, those are not covered. Then when the goods being transported are alcoholic liquor for human consumption, those are not covered by the e-way bill provisions. Also, all such items like electricity, high-speed diesel, petrol, those 5 petroleum products, those are not covered by the e-way bill provisions. Then we all know that our CGST Act has 3 schedules, Schedule 1, 2 and 3. The Schedule number 3, which gives a list of such activities which are neither considered as supply of goods nor considered as supply of services. Such activities will not be considered for the e-way bill provisions. Then transit cargo to or from Nepal and Bhutan are also not covered by the provisions of e-way bill. All the movements caused by central or state governments or the local authorities will not be covered by the e-way bill provisions. Then one important exception, which one needs to understand, is that if from the place of business, sometimes the goods are taken outside for weighment on the weigh bridges. So if the distance between the place of the business till the place of the weigh scale is less than 20 kilometers, condition number 1, and such movement is as per the rule 55 of the CGST rules, then in that case this movement is exempted from the e-way bill provisions. Now what is rule 55? We have seen that rule 55 gives all the prescribed details as to how the goods are to be moved from one place to another place without invoice under a challan. So a delivery challan in lieu of invoice will be issued in such cases, and if all such conditions of rule 55 are followed, then e-way bill need not be issued. But please note that this 20-kilometer limit is not applicable in the scenario where the goods are transported from a seller to buyer directly. It is just for the payment purpose. So the exception is related to that. So this need not be misunderstood. So these were the exceptions of e-way bill. In all such conditions, e-way bill will not be applicable. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep watching our videos from Easy GST for You web YouTube page, and for more updates, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.